Hi, Pisces. I am doing your energy check for the next few days here. Whenever you hear these messages, it's divine timing for you, but I am doing this reading on December 2nd, 2022. And this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any other prominent placements in your chart. We're going to look at your present time situation, the energy around your situation, and just what's coming up in the next few days. We get through the middle of December. We're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Let's see, Pisces. All right, here we go. Pisces, we have the Five of Wands reversed, the Eight of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. I'm going to move these. Four of Wands reversed and the Ten of Pentacles. So the first thing that I'm noticing is this Queen of Swords reversed here. So this to me is a feeling of someone not being completely aligned with their intentions. So there's some kind of energy here that's talking about not really fighting for anything, kind of like, I feel like letting new thoughts waft in. And I don't think this is a bad thing. Now that I'm feeling this, usually I feel like not having your ducks in a row, at least what your intentions are, like having some kind of alignment with that is important. But what I'm seeing here actually is you're letting some new ideas form and you're holding off judgment just yet. It's like you're easily and effortlessly allowing some thoughts to waft in and you're observing them before you kind of like commit to a location kind of thing. This is this Eight of Swords reversed is talking about old thought patterns, old ways of thinking, old stories. And when it's reversed, it's indicating a new way of looking at those, or seeing those stories in a different way, or recognizing that those stories used to be true, but there's something that's shifted and it's no longer true the way it was before. Somehow, maybe because you've evolved, maybe because things in your circumstance have changed, and so the story is different now. Okay, and it does have something to do with a foundation. I even want to say a foundation that's been rocked, a foundation that has been excavated, upheavaled, and all of that seems tumultuous to an extent, but this is making me feel like it's a lot easier than what it could look like. One might think that it's like pretty, somebody's shaken up here, but in actuality, there's some kind of peacefulness here. And then it even leads to this really calm, sacred space of being held and feeling like you are surrounded by resources, surrounded by family and friends and community, but also surrounded by the like guides and angels. Like you're being spiritually supported during this time, and you can just like be in this place and let this information come to you so that you'll know when you want to make a decision about something. I want to know more about this Queen of Swords reversed. This does have to do with some kind of decision that needs to be made, or that was just made somehow. Here's the Lover's card reversed. So there's some kind of imbalance in a relationship that has caused some kind of tumult, and there's not a set decision that has been made just yet. You're waiting for, I don't even want to say waiting. I don't like to say waiting in general. You're being while these things are occurring, and you're not making a decision just yet until you have all the information that you need in order for that decision to just kind of create itself, make itself. It'll make sense to you once you have everything you need. Once you have all the information you need, it'll make sense and the decision will just be made. Tell me more about this decision. Wow, check it out. This decision has to do with what's going to bring you the most joy in your life. And you do make that proper decision. That is what happens. You may you choose wisely. All right, tell me more about this Five of Wands reversed. This is kind of like taking yourself out of the situation, backing up, stepping back, stepping out of the bubble and observing. Yeah, and here it is. It's like this going back and forth or looking at all the things around you. This could have to do with stability, is what it looks like to me because of this foundation. And even that thing coming up, I'm hearing it again, the foundation being rocked somehow. So, this foundation being rocked, and then you going back and forth or looking back and forth. This also, in this deck specifically, it's like as above, so below. It's like in 3D and in 4D and 5D in different dimensions. It's even like during sleep time or astral space. So you're gathering all this information from all of these different places in order to make some kind of decision. Tell me more about this. And here is gathering this information. And even I feel like you have some, it's like, it's not negative. It can be negative self-speak. There's some kind of thing that is going on in your mind that is kind of like leaving a bad taste in your mouth. It's like something that wasn't positive, and you're gathering information about it. Something that wasn't positive that you're hearing more about now, lately. This is also you in meditation, around this subject, recuperating, resting, meditating. This is also a card of being blessed. So again, your angels and guides coming in to help you during this time. I want to look at this Eight of Swords because this is you thinking differently about a past situation because things have changed. You're also talking about whether this is you or whether this is someone else that you're talking about. This is about being in the battlefield rather than victorious just yet, but it's also about being tossed off the pedestal. So you might feel like you've been tossed off the pedestal, or you might have tossed someone else off the pedestal. You're not holding someone in as high regard as you once did because of this information or because of something that happened that just leaves you feeling negative. I want to say though, what's coming up around that is a Page of Swords. So this could have been something that happened a really long time ago where it was once super negative and super upsetting, and now it's not so much. Like it's almost like you're over it to an extent. It's still affecting you. Here you are though, you're like, I want to manifest forward into the future. And I'm thinking about things differently. I feel like you've tossed somebody off the pedestal, Pisces, and you're manifesting differently forward into your future. Yeah, you're manifesting someone different. This actually, to me, looks like a relationship pattern or a relationship. That Lover's card came in pretty early, and you're manifesting something different than what was going on in the past, some kind of pattern that was different. You're manifesting someone who is pursuing you in a very romantic way. All these cards are, yeah, okay, you're manifesting someone whose heart space is in the right place, and they're coming toward you with the right intention of love. You're manifesting what I feel like there's a worthiness aspect here that has changed in you, and you're manifesting something that's more in alignment with your true essence of your heart chakra. Somebody who has more in common with your heart essence. Okay. Cards seem to like want to be flipping out, but they're not. Okay, this is also you, Six of Swords reversed. not having gone through a rite of passage that needs to happen. Let me ask about that. And there's a lot of protection energy around that. So that brings up there's something going on with you needing more information before you commit to a location, needing more information before you commit to a certain thought or a certain opinion. I feel like you don't believe everything you hear, where maybe once you did, and now you're in a different place. You're a little more discerning. Okay, I just heard a lot more discerning. Let's take a look at this. You're like, I am really looking for the whole healing wholeness, healing duality, healing wholeness. And you're talking about having regrets in the past, having sadness in the past, having regrets in the past. And it looks like regrets over something lost that felt like possibly the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups together. It's like having everything you could have imagined, all of the time, energy, effort, love, relationship, family, feelings. And there's some loss here that you're talking about, and you're not so easily swayed as perhaps you once were. Yeah, and again, your Ace of Swords is coming in reverse, just like your Queen of Swords coming in reversed. And so this is like, I'm still clearing out things that don't serve me, the past, and I even hear past memories. Let's take a look at this excavation here. And I want to say this excavation was a former foundation that was overturned, turned over. But I also want to say this is you doing that and doing it a different way. You're creating a foundation that's way different than the one that happened in the past. And here is the Tower card reversed, which is a Tower moment that happened in the past. This is also a Tower moment that you are planning for the future. But instead of it being a surprise, it's like, it's almost like a warning, or it's almost like, yeah, I'm not going to let that happen again. Been there, done that. And I uprooted this foundation already so that this doesn't happen again. Wow. And here you are with all of your walls put up. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's like personal power, personal protection, boundaries. So putting up some boundaries, and I feel like this is your energy, Pisces. It's Aries, it's the Emperor, but when we're talking about putting up your boundaries, you're talking about you being in your own safe container that you've created, that you are the ruler of. So it's like you're really in a place where you're not letting anybody come into, you're just being really discerning about what kind of energy you're letting into your space. You're acknowledging that you weren't as strong at one time. And this is regarding someone who came in with intentions that were not fully formed, and it hurt you. Let's take a look at this 10 of Pentacles, though. This outcome of your guides and angels being around you, the necessary foundations and the necessary resources around you for your complete happiness and fulfillment. I want to say this too. Somebody's got a dog that is really prominent in your life, or it could be loyalty, it could be friendship, but I'm seeing that dog and it's really popping out right now. This is about you keeping people out that are not going to create this for you or with you. Anyone who has a different frequency than what you are trying to manifest for your wholeness, your healing of duality, you're leaving them out in the cold. They're locked out. And here's a knight coming forward with the truth. So you might receive some messages here from someone who wants to be part of this. And I do feel like this is someone from the past. This is someone who is is distracted somehow. How are they distracted? So it's just, I feel like they could talk a lot, but they're not necessarily willing to take action. That's what it looks like. They talk a lot or they say things, but they're not necessarily willing to take action on the things that they've talked about. And here you are, and you're like, yep, that's fine. You're kind of in a place where you don't really need anything from them. This is also someone really coming in. They're coming in as the knight, and then they're coming in as the king of swords. This is all, somebody's really very much up in their head about this situation. And they're trying to ease anxiety somehow from their situation. And this is somebody, again, from the past who's not fully moved on. Geez. Okay. Let's just see. What does this person want to say to you, Pisces? And this is maybe their higher selves. What does this person want to say to you? Because you clearly have left them in the past. I'm starting to understand our connection. I look for you everywhere. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Okay, so Pisces, somebody is up in their head about you, and they may even be communicating with you, but I don't get the feeling that they're not walking their talk, they're just talking. And let's take a look at some energy you don't see coming. Family room, despair, main male, bad health, and imprisonment. Okay, so what this looks like to me is that somebody is talking to you about, the family room is like a place or a time and space that was really comfortable, safe feeling, even social. And someone's talking about the loss of that, and also recognizing bad health to me sometimes is, instead of straightforward bad health, it's more like bad blood or a bad situation. And someone's coming forward wanting to be the mainstay, and there's some bad blood they feel, or a bad situation. They're being affected by something that they can't control. How are you involved in this? I feel like somebody's coming toward you talking about this, right? Somebody, here's main female and main male. Somebody is coming to you talking about a situation that was really comfortable at one time, and then now it's not there. There's bad health, bad blood, some kind of bad situation that is keeping them feeling imprisoned or trapped or away from this. Okay, let's take a look at your advice, Pisces. This is juicy. I'll be interested to do your love reading here in a little bit. But okay, I'm looking at Pisces advice for this situation. It is time to take action. And nothing will come of this situation. Expect powerful change. I kind of feel like, Pisces, you take action or you have taken action to shut something down. And there's a lot of change that's going to happen because of a decision that you make. So if you haven't made the decision yet, which is kind of what was coming up at the beginning, you're in the process of making the decision and you haven't yet, I feel like you're going to make this decision, and it's like you're shutting down some energy. You're closing one door to open a different door. Powerful change. And again, manifestation is going to, it feels like it's going to be supercharged as soon as you make this decision, but you also don't feel like you have to rush it. This also popped up, moon in Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing when you're taking time to make some decisions for yourself. I also want to get some more advice here for Pisces. What is your advice? Huh, wow. All right, a couple of things. Right before I pulled this, I heard career move. So Pisces, there's something going on specifically with your career, a career move, a career change, a career like bump or something like that. It's some kind of change that you're going to be making in your career, and it's going to be super positive and like, again, supercharged. There's something that is building from some kind of career change that you're making, but also in relation to this relationship or this decision that needs to be made regarding healing duality. This is talking about very much work through your fears. This is also talking about your fears, your obsessions, your addictions, your patterns that are addictions, things like that. Working through your fears, working through things that are that have a hold of you, things that hold you back or hold you down or hold you from, like, blocks and resistance that keep you from the things that you really want to be doing, or keeping you even from your financial or career opportunities somehow. So keep that in mind. I want to ask about career, since that popped up, but this is layered. So more advice on career. This is coming up too. All right. So this is about some kind of compensation, or this is about some kind of compensation or some kind of a financial thing that's coming in, financial opportunity that's coming in. And I feel like you don't necessarily see it coming. And if you've been worried about this, that it's coming forward. I feel like also this is divine timing and it's reversed. It could be happening now to the beginning of the new year. I feel like this is more like new year related. Okay. Advice about career. This is also you recognizing your worth and knowing your worth and knowing what you need as compensation, whether that's time, energy, effort, whatever it is. This does look like a bump in financial security. And there's also the Five of Cups. The Five of Pentacles, which is what you got over here. This is about recouping energy that has been lost, recouping resources that have been lost, time, energy, effort, love, money. So keep that in mind. That is your advice for career. So anything that's putting you out, double check that. Make sure that you are feeling like you're building rather than being depleted. All right, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I will see you soon in your next reading. Bye.